Alright, howdy boyos. Welcome back to Call to Arms. I just recently uploaded a video on the very first mission of the German campaign, which, if you haven't seen it, I will link it in the description. And I had a question to you from me in that video, and it was, okay, do you want me to continue the German campaign, or do you want me to go back to the American campaign? I played the American campaign, honestly, 4 or 5 years ago when the game just came out, and it definitely wasn't as polished as it is now. The comments in the last video were very much supporting continuing the American campaign, and then I thought I really only did the first 2 missions of the American campaign. Why don't we just sort of restart and play through those first 2 again? Because like I said, I literally haven't played these missions in 4 or 5 years, and if you want to see one of them, I'll probably try and find the last time I played the American missions from this campaign, which unironically will be 3, 4, 5 years ago at this point. It's a pretty simple mission, this first one. This is kind of what I thought the German campaign would be like. You know, it's pretty straightforward. You get a couple of guys. We got to push up to those ambushed MATVs just further up the road. We don't really have to worry about too many things. It's sort of almost like those Men of War Assault Squad 2 like first missions that every nation gets, where you just have to control a few squads of infantry in a single vehicle. But here today, you actually just get less than that. Though I would argue it's actually more interesting because, for example, we can put our guy on the wall, and we can actually first person, obviously, mow down some enemies, which I think is my favorite thing about Call to Arms, is that little, oh, I don't know why you did that. That was a bit dangerous. Has to be that first person camera view. Now we do have a vehicle approaching, so we'll take out our law. Okay, don't know why it shows me like that, because I know it's coming. Okay, it might have actually, oh, he's down. That guy just got destroyed. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, slow-mo for epicness. Yeet. Okay, that is that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I do like Call to Arms when it comes to those moments. So I guess while we're here, this mission, I think way back, had you actually go to a convoy of Humvees, but I'm not trying. I know for a fact they removed the MATVs for a while. Also, while we're here, and we actually are going to look at something which kind of bothers me a little bit. So, what is this camo that these Rangers are wearing? Like, the helmets are pretty accurate, I think. I mean, this is an M240L. We have a Scar H. We have an M14, M4. Oh my god, no, I was going to say M16, but obviously it's an M4. You know, don't mind how he's holding the gun. But why are we wearing this camo that, like, really reminds me of AOR, something that, like, Navy SEALs would wear? Or, I'm trying to remember, like, this kind of just looks like a very weird version of some digital camo, and I'd assume that modern Rangers would be wearing multicam. I don't know if there's any mods for multicam in this game. I know certain units may have multicam, but if anything, I'd expect Rangers to use multicam. But I guess for some reason the game omitted that, interestingly enough. So obviously, like I said, it's pretty basic, pretty, you know, pretty, I don't know how to say it other than just pretty easy. You're just really taking your hand here as you move up to the convoy. This guy's about to throw a grenade. Oh wow, there's 3 grenades out there. Okay, you actually got flashbang. That's pretty cool. So those were actually flashbangs that hit the guy initially, but then one of them actually throwing a real frag. We have some civilian vehicles coming in. Really, if it was like an IED initially or a V-bed, but it just has like 2 guys in the front of the truck, so we can knock out some more infantry here using the M4. Oh, using the M4. So we push up. There's at least one guy on this top ridge here somewhere. I don't know where he is. Also, I'm not sure. So I asked in one of the previous videos, I think the German one, I asked like, hey, do you guys know if there's a way to switch fire modes? I don't think there is one. I think you can just, like, tap fire it if you really want to, but I do not think there's a way to switch fire mode, sadly enough, which would have been really cool to see. But yeah, I don't think it's there. I looked all over the internet, unless it's there and I just didn't find it, which is possible, but I don't think there is. You see, that works. You can just tap fire people. Oh. And this is where I really like Call to Arms, because it makes me just, I think I said that even in the German campaign video, it makes me feel like I'm playing Arma. And, you know, Arma is a bit buggy here and there, and I guess this game is a little bit buggy here and there too. But there's some really cool stuff in this, and I gotta say, this first-person camera really improves. Oh, that was sniping with the 240L. It's not very effective, obviously. But this first-person camera really makes this game, in my opinion, a lot more interesting than Assault Squad 2. And that's kind of why I know there's never going to be like a huge uptake to Assault Squad 2 anymore. Definitely not with anything like this. Okay, he's down. But I mean, hey, maybe there'll be a. Actually, I'm not to say maybe. We know that there's the Gates of Hell DLC coming for Call to Arms, which I'm actually really excited for. I mean, I moved to Canada in March of 2017. Before I moved, I got an email from the devs over at the Gates of Hell team, and it said, "Hey, we're going to be testing this year." And obviously, well, it's, you know, a couple years past, and the game hasn't even released yet. And I also definitely haven't tested anything yet. But, you know, hey, maybe, you know, but there's a, almost shot the donkey there. That would have been really sad. What's that saying? Better late than never? Because, you know, I'm pretty excited. I'm actually really excited to get my hands on the Gates of Hell DLC, which, sadly enough, for people who did buy the Season Pass, they're going to feel like they're maybe got cheated out on something. Though, technically speaking, I'm pretty sure no one expected Gates of Hell to come out as a DLC for Call to Arms. But yeah, you're going to have to buy it separately. And I have this sort of feeling that it's going to be quite a few bucks. Like, you know, because it's basically a whole different game. So, oh, hello, boys. Why are you guys laying on the freaking street not shooting? I have this feeling that it's going to be like $24 or $25, you know, depending on how high they want to put the price. I could even see it being 30. I know for a fact that there's a guy in this building somewhere. Whew. I think that they actually might want to get more for it than just 24, 25 bucks, but we're going to have to find out together, because if I knew, I'd tell you. Well, unless I wasn't allowed to tell you. But if I wasn't allowed to tell you, I probably wouldn't be talking about this in the first place. Is this guy dead? Okay. Let's check out our pistol. Why not? There we go. Nice. Okay, so to clear the other side of the road, we'll spread out our boys a little bit. Guess we can go to this top floor here, go for a reload. The 240L is actually really cool. So it's like it's a 240 just made to be a lot more, well, carryable, not just, you know, not as cumbersome as the actual, what, 240B. I think there's even a 240G. But yeah, this thing made to just be a little bit more used by troops on the field and not so much on, like, you know, vehicles like a Mat V. I think there's Mat Vs that have 240s. I almost shot the donkey again. I almost shot that ranger there. There we go. Okay, should be good. So we can now meet up at the convoy. If I remember correctly, now comes a little, like, on-rails thing, which I know it might have been in the Mat Vs, and then they had to remove the Mat Vs, and then they became Humvees, and then the whole lawsuit happened. Oh my god. Oh god. The whole lawsuit happened where, like, COD was allowed to use certain U.S. military vehicles because they were, like, general copyright. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna act like I know exactly the whole lawsuit, like, wording. But basically what it comes down to is that games can use military vehicles in their games and not have to worry about copyright. So that's why they actually put the Mat Vs back in, which I think is really cool, because if I think about the modern U.S. military, I mean, they have some really updated and upgraded Humvees, but obviously Mat V is, you know, the thing you see in Syria all the time from all that footage of them driving around, clashing with Russian patrols. I'm not sure why they gave me a Mark 19. I'm just kind of, you know, reloading it. Okay. Oh crap, we are very maneuverable. Let's try and get in front of this guy. Is that a suicide vehicle? Okay. Oh my god, that guy just tried charging me. Are we doing anything to these people? I mean, we only have 4 rounds left, so we gotta make these count. 1, 2, 3. Shoot the truck, you never know what's in there. Okay, we gotta reload now. So the Striker has the medevac people in it, So we're reloading our Mark 19 while we cannot do anything else but just stare at enemies in front of us. Hello, sir. I don't think ramming is going to work either. This guy just... What? I'm like really confused. I really kind of figured that they would make this a little bit stronger. Because if I remember correctly from like way back from years ago... Okay, well, this was a lot stronger than it is now. We probably want to go for another reload here, considering we're about to enter the final part of this mission. And that is an SPG-9. Okay, let's hope it please don't one-shot this striker. I'll be so mad. We're going to run over this guy right here, because I think we can just run over these barricades. Reload. Okay, down. I gotta say, this feels really underwhelming compared to what I thought it was going to be like. I remember this being a lot more explosive with stuff just left, right, and center exploding and looking very epic. This is, yeah, this is a little underwhelming. Like, there's not many large explosions happening. That's kind of cool. And I think that's it. I think we've done it. First mission, like I said, very, very simple. Not very anything to really write home about. I will put the previous time I played this mission in the description. You can kind of like compare the differences. We're going to be playing the next missions in the American campaign, and I really only played missions 1 and 2, and then I never even really played missions 3 or towards 10. So those will all be surprises for us to find out together. For now, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Short video, I know, but it's also holidays, and I got to do stuff around, you know, with the family. You know, hopefully you understand. For now, let's see you guys in the next one. Cheers.